Hey everyone, I'm Rosie and welcome back to my channel, the place on the internet where we make collage art. So lately I've been trying to push myself out of my comfort zone a little bit, use materials I don't normally use. So today I wanted to start with these interior design magazines that I've had for kind of a while, and I don't normally pull these out just because I feel like I've been really stuck in this like nature style. I make all these like landscapes and I put mushrooms on everything, and I kind of just want to like pull myself away from that a little bit and use some things that are in these magazines. So there's, you know, like furniture, living room scenes, kitchens, offices. There's kind of just like stuff I don't usually use, but I think there's some really cool images in here. So I want to sort of force myself to start here and see where we can go from there. But I did want to show you, before we get started, a collage that I was working on a few days ago while I wasn't filming. I know, shocker, I wasn't filming a collage I was making, but in one of these magazines, I found an ad for like a tailor or something, or a men's clothing store, and I loved how big this image is. It's like this huge giant, and so I wanted to play with scale even more, I do this all the time, and make this guy feel even larger. So I found this picture of New York, and these people are already like shopping for clothes, so I thought he would kind of fit in really well here. So I cut out some of these people so we could like shove him back there. But what I want to talk about is when I did this, I realized you can't see the feet anymore. It's really not obvious what's going on anymore. So when in doubt, flip your object upside down. And so when we put them in this way, because we can lose some of the pants and you can still tell what's going on. So when we put them upside down, and then I even cut out this sign so we could slip him under there to help the illusion even more. So this was sort of my second idea, and I think that there's obviously some finessing I still need to do. There is like this arm just kind of like cuts off, you know, but I do think that this is kind of a fun collage, and I made it with this image I found in one of those magazines, so this made me feel a little bit better about using those. I know that's weird to say, you just kind of get stuck on your favorite books and you ignore everything else, so I want to start with these magazines and see what we can make today. So I'm gonna stop talking and we will start flipping through these magazines and see what things we can find. All right, I cut out a lot of stuff, and let's go through them like kind of quickly because a lot of these I don't really have ideas for, I just kind of liked them. So the first one is this old office scene with the typewriter and the old phone. I'm thinking we could take the desk out and put it in a new environment. A lot of my ideas are like taking a new modern looking thing and we'll put it either in nature, in the wilderness, or somewhere else and make it feel out of place. That's sort of, I think, what we're gonna do. Oh yeah, this one, I thought maybe we could cut out all the windows and put like, I don't know, an ocean with a whale swimming by or something where it seems like this living room is somewhere really weird. This one, I just thought this couch was really nice and cool and we could put it somewhere where it doesn't belong. Same thing with this chair, just thought it was kind of a nice looking chair and we could put it somewhere weird. Oh yeah, this faucet, this would be really hard to do, but my idea was if we could find a waterfall and have the waterfall like coming out from the faucet and nestle the handles in the landscape. I have no idea if we're gonna be able to do that, but that was my idea. Oh, the other side has this couple arm wrestling, which might be fun to put somewhere. Thought these yellow shoes were kind of funny. Oh, this top one, I loved all these windows. Similar idea what I said before. We could cut out all the windows and put this cabin thing underwater or in a weird place, maybe with like flames or something, somewhere where it doesn't feel like it really should belong. This chair I just thought had some really cool lines and we could maybe put it somewhere fun. Maybe put an animal sitting on it, I don't know. And then, oh, a few of these are textures. I just thought this texture was really nice. Sometimes you can cut an object out and then use the negative space to replace with like a texture or something. Kind of a cool effect. So I pulled out that texture. This one too. This lady, I don't know, I liked her outfit. I liked her pose. I think we could replace her head with something, make her holding something more interesting, but I thought her pink outfit was just kind of a little awesome. Oh, this was the collage we talked about earlier. It just happened to make it in the pile. So that is everything I pulled out. Let me take a few minutes, cut some stuff out, do some thinking, maybe look through some other books, and we will chat again once I have a game plan. Okay, let's talk about everything that I found. I first wanted to start with the faucet to see if I could find a waterfall that would maybe work with that concept. I'm totally okay. If it doesn't work, that's fine. We can abandon it. I did find this landscape, which maybe we can nestle the faucet in like here, and then it comes up around and we can nestle it back here. Maybe. I don't think this is gonna work, but we will have to see. The other thing that I found from my postcard collection were all these really great waterfalls. So there's this one, and then this one, which is like really perfect stream of water. And I would love to figure out how to get this to work with the faucet, and maybe I need a larger background and I can just kind of nestle this scene in larger background and maybe it won't look that weird. I'm not entirely sure if I can get any of this to work, but we'll cut some stuff out, see if we can make it work. But this one is definitely the biggest long shot. The next one that I was looking for was for this living room, and we talked about cutting out the windows to maybe have a different scene back there. So the things I found were this like lava from a volcano, might look kind of cool. I love the colors, would be very different. Also found these like close-up flowers, which I thought was nice because they're so large. I think they'll look really cool in the windows. And then the last one, just because we'll have to see how it looks, I also pulled out these people wrestling a watermelon, and maybe it would be extra funny if they were back there. I think I'll crop it quite a bit, so more of the focus will be towards the window. And then I also found in one of my books like a bunch of animals laying down. So there's these raccoons and this I don't know, a fox kind of sitting, and then this, I don't remember what this was, but they were all kind of like laying down, and I thought maybe I could put them on the couch maybe. My original idea when I first saw the raccoons were that they were a kind of a cute bunch to sit on this chair in this living room, and so I might still do that. Because I do think that they are perfect width to sit on this chair, and I just thought that maybe that would be extra cute. Similar idea, having all the animals on this couch and them all like cuddled up on the couch. I'm still not sure about any of that, but I think the next steps are us to start cutting stuff out. Let's cut the windows out, get the faucet out, and we'll start laying stuff together to see if anything is starting to work. I have just like kind of a lot of pieces, a lot of ideas, and I'm not sure if any of them are going to work. So let's see if they do. Okay, next time that I say I want to cut all the windows out of something, can you just remind me that it's a really horrible idea? Why do I do this to myself? So I'm thinking we should cut out the wall plus this painting and then replace it with some sort of forest scene, like and with lots of greenery with trees. And then we'll keep this entire front section with the rug and this thing. Like we'll keep everything but this back wall. And I think that that will look pretty cool. Like they stumbled upon this chair in the middle of the woods. I kind of like that idea. Okay, all we have to do now is to find some sort of forest background to go behind here. So I did think that the white border was gonna, I don't know, help frame this whole thing, but I actually think that it's distracting from the illusion a little bit. It's making the background, I think, feel like a wallpaper instead of like the actual environment. And I also think, well, I broke it, so maybe that's why I want to do this, but I also think if we take the border out, we can have more of the background, and this will make it feel more like as a whole image, the background and the foreground mesh together better. So I'm gonna take the border off, and hopefully that will make this feel a little bit more cohesive. So I think what might help with this illusion is cutting out everything that's not this red rug. And so I think I'm gonna have to cut this jar, this like vase out, but I'll keep this table, but cut out all this like negative space so you can see the background through it. I think that that will help with the illusion even more. I don't know. I'm just kind of like removing until I think that they pair together well. So I think that might help. Yep, that works a whole lot better. I really like that you can see the background through those little sections. I like that a lot. Okay, I absolutely adore this. I absolutely love it. I think the illusion works. Oh man, I love it, love it, love it. Now, obviously we need to trim some of the edges and glue this all together. So let's do that. All right, this is the moment of truth to see if this is gonna work at all. So we got our landscape, and then the faucet would be something like that. Whoa, wait, it actually sits right there on that ledge kind of well. Oh my God, is this gonna work? Oh, I forget which side was where. I don't remember, but I guess we'd do something like, well, maybe not that. So I kind of can't believe that we got this to work, that I found an image that, you know, the faucet sits over here and then it naturally just fits the waterfall. Like the sizing is really good. Like I'm honestly a little bit shocked that I got this to work. And I'm really liking this. The one thing I do think we need to do is crop a little bit off the bottom. I think this grassy area is taking away a little bit too much attention. So I think if we crop that out, keep the trees in, that just brings the attention a little bit higher up to the action up top. But I like this one and I think that it's pretty much done and I am pretty happy about that. So before we talk about the final pieces and look at those, I wanted to bring back in this living room scene with the windows we cut out. I know I spent kind of a long time doing this and I do like the flowers back here. I just don't think it's quite reading it as well as I want it to. Maybe the flowers need to be bigger or something. And then I'm also not sure how to bring like the color of the background into the living room. I'm just not exactly sure what to do with this. So I think I'm gonna put it off to the side for now and maybe I'll revisit it some other time and I can come up with an idea then. But I did wanna mention it. I'm not gonna throw it away, but I just am not feeling like this is going anywhere. So I'm gonna just put it off to the side. But let's bring in our final two collages. So we got our raccoons chilling on a chair in the forest. I think that this one is super cute. It turned out great. Also, man, I am so happy and so shocked that we actually got this one to work. The faucet actually looks like it's kind of shooting out the waterfall. Like, again, I am in disbelief that I found a landscape that fit this, like total disbelief. So these turned out really fun and I'm really glad I started with that interior design magazine. Again, it forced me to use stuff that I never think to use. I don't ever think to use furniture or even like appliances, sinks, maybe a bathtub. Those would be really fun things to use. I just never think to use them. So I'm glad that I did this. And I still brought the nature in. It's still my style, but just with, you know, some objects that I don't usually use. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and I will see you next Thursday for another collage video. Bye.